Good day to all. Welcome to this sixth part of the Unit 1 Electrostatics 1 Problems. Uh, Here the problem is given as point charges Q1 and Q2 are respectively located at 4, 0, minus 3 and 2, 0, 1. If Q2 is 4 nanocoulomb, find the Q1 such that E vector at 5, 0, 6 has no Z component, and as the B part, the force on the test charge at 5, 0, 6 has no X-axis component. Here you have to notice one thing in the mind that we have discussed about the Coulomb's law. In the limitations of the Coulomb's law, if you refer to that video, we have given a limitation on the Coulomb's law that you cannot find out value of another charge which is having a force on one charge, which is carrying the force from one charge, means you cannot find out the second charge, because the limitation of the Coulomb's law states that you cannot find out the value of one charge from the value of the another charge. As of we can apply the value of the particular two charges in the that is the Coulomb's law equation. So நம்ம வந்து அந்த பர்டிகுலர் ஈக்குவேஷன்ல ரெண்டு இதுவுமே வந்துட்டு அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். பட் என்னதான் வந்து நம்ம அப்ளை பண்ணி நம்ம அந்த பர்டிகுலர் வேல்யூ வந்து கால்குலேட் பண்ணாலும் அந்த வேல்யூ வந்து கரெக்டா இருக்கும்னு சொல்ல முடியாதுன்றதான் கூலம்ஸ் லாவோட லிமிடேஷனு. ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி லிமிடேஷன் வருது அப்படின்னா அதையும் நம்ம அந்த வீடியோல வந்து இது பண்ணியிருப்போம். சிமெட்ரிசிட்டியும் இந்த பர்டிகுலர் டிஸ்டன்சஸ் கூடிய ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்ல நமக்கு ஸ்கொயர் வேல்யூ வரும். ஏன்னா இந்த இடத்துல வந்து நமக்கு ஆர் ஸ்கொயர்னு தான் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. அப்போ ஆர் ஸ்கொயர்னு வரும்போது நம்ம வந்து அந்த பர்டிகுலர் வேல்யூஸை வந்து சப்ஸ்டிடியூட் பண்ணும்போது we cannot get the accurate answer, but we will be getting answer. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் தான் இந்த பர்டிகுலர் ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. So what is given is, it is Q2 value has been given. You have to take these two considerations and you have to find out what is the value of the another charge value. So first consideration is E vector at 5, 0, 6 has no Z-axis component, and the second consideration is consider a test charge. If you find out the force on that particular test charge at 5, 0, 6, then it won't have any X-axis component. That has been given the problem. So how to deal with this is, you have to first find out what is the value of the E vector at 5, 0, 6, and you have to make the particular E vector value as the Z-axis component as 0. Then you have to find out what is the value of magnitude of the E vector at that particular 5, 0, 6 point, and you have to find out the force on the test charge. Test charge means you have to take any standard value of the test charge for this particular case. Then you have to find out what is the force on that particular test charge due to this Q2 charge at the 5, 0, 6. That is, you have to assume the test charge is located at 5, 0, 6. So due to this particular Q2 charge, what is the force on the test charge at 5, 0, 6, and you have to make the X-axis component to 0. So from that you have to find out what is the value of Q1. So this is the procedure that we are going to deal in this problem. Okay, why we are dealing with this particular procedure is, the problem is given such that you are having only two charges, but only the second charge value has been given, no the first charge value has been given. So you have to find out the value of electric field first at this particular 5,0,6. That is, you are going to assume that you are not having any charge at this value. You are only going to find out what is the value of electric field at this point, and you have to take into mind that the electric field at any of the space which is covering by this particular Q2 has the even force along the particular electric vector axis. So keeping that point in your mind, that is the electric field wherever you are finding due to a particular given charge will be equal at every point wherever you are finding out the particular electric field. So if you keep that particular concept in mind, then you can find out what is the electric field at this particular point. Then you will be finding out what is the test charge, the force on the test charge. So that is the concept which have to be in mind whenever we are dealing with these kind of problems. So first we are going to find out what is the electric field, that is the F divided by Q. So F divided by Q, or if you are having the electric field formula, then Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square, because we are going to find out the electric field due to this Q2 charge of air cap. So Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R cube, that is R vector. So if you replace this particular unit vector with the vector format, then R vector divided by R cube will be the particular replacement. So what is the R vector? R vector is the distance between this point and this point. Why we are dealing with these points? This point into this point. So you have to find out 2i vector plus k vector, because this point can be written like this: 2 into I vector plus k vector, and this point. So 4, 0, minus 3 can be written as 4i vector minus 3k vector. You have to find out what is the force or the electric field on this 4, 0, minus 3 due to the charge which is placed on the 2, 0, 1. So that's why we are subtracting this particular vector from this vector. So 2i vector plus k vector minus 4i vector minus 3k vector. So if you subtract, then you will be multiplying the minus inside this. So minus 4i vector plus 3k vector. So if you calculate this value, minus 2i vector plus 4k vector, you have to find out the magnitude value. So magnitude value is root of 2 square is 4 plus 4 square is 16. Value is root 20. So what is the value of the particular E vector? That is the force Q2. Q2 is 4 nanocoulomb. So 4 into 10 power minus 9. 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught can be written as 9 into 10 power 9 divided by R cube. So R cube is R vector, that is the magnitude is root 20. So R cube is 20 power 3 by 2. So here power 1 by 2 is that. Upon that you will be having 3. So 3 by 2 can be written. So what is the value of this particular R vector? R vector is minus 2i vector plus 4k vector. So if you simplify this, 9 into 4 is 36 divided by, if you find out this value, that is 89.443. So if you just find out the value of E vector, then you will be having this particular value. But what you have to find out is, you have to find out the electric field intensity at 5, 0, 6, but not at 4, 0, minus 3. But you know the electric field due to a particular charge is equal at any point wherever the particular field is available. So what you have to do is you have to take that particular case into the mind, and you have to find out what is the R vector, because this R vector is going to vary. So depending upon that uh, uh, particular consideration, what you have to find out is what is the R vector to the particular file comma 0 comma 6 from the particular charge position 2 comma 0 comma 1. So that we have to find out as 2 comma 0 comma 1 can be written as 2 I vector plus k vector, and 5 comma 0 comma 6 can be written as 5 I vector plus 6 k vector. So you have to find out the electric field of on the 5 comma 0 comma 6 due to the charge on 2 comma 0 comma 1. So 2 I vector plus k vector minus 5 I vector plus 6 k vector. So if you simplify this, then you will be getting minus 3 I vector minus 5 k vector. So if you find out the value of R vector magnitude, then 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, so 25 plus 9 is 34, that is root of 34. So if you substitute the value of electric field on this formula again, because we have calculated on the 4 comma 0 comma minus 3, but now we have to calculate on the 5 comma 0 comma 6. So our value will change, but now you just apply 4 comma 10 power minus 9 into 9 into 10 power 9, that is the value of 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Then you will be having R cube. So this R cube value is from root of 34 power 3. So 34 power 3 by 2 can be written. R vector value is minus 3 I vector minus 5 k vector. If you substitute and if you reduce, then you will be getting value of 36 divided by 198.25, which is along the particular minus 3 I vector minus 5 k vector. Now you have to find out what is the value of the particular electric field. Now you have to take into mind that this electric field has no z-axis component. So no z-axis component means then you will be getting only the value of 0.544. I have written as something wrong. This is 0.5. Sorry, this is the value. Yeah, it is correct only, because we are only going to take the force value. Then my force value is going to be only the z-axis component, because my force value doesn't have x-axis component, because I have taken this as a test charge. So if you take the electric field at this point, because both points are only equal only, because we need to find out the electric field at 5 comma 0 comma 6. Force is also at 5 comma 0 comma 6, but whenever we are finding out the test force, we need to consider the test charges. So the electric field has the value like this. The electric field have to have no z-axis component. So this electric field value is going to be has no z-axis component. Then yeah, it should not have any z-axis component, so we can neglect this particular thing. Then you will be getting minus 0.5448 I vector, or you can say this is a plus 0.5448. But the F vector has no x-axis component, then you will be getting this particular thing as to be eliminated. So you will be having minus 0.98 k vector, then you will be getting 0.908 Newton. So if you make these two things, then you will be getting the answer as 0.908 divided by the electric field is due to this particular charge density only. So why we can find out this electric field? In order to find out this force value only, we have to find out this particular value. Then this particular electric field have to be taken into account. So 1.8 volt per meter, that is this particular force value is 0.908 divided by electric field is 1.8, then we will be having the answer as 0.5 coulomb. Thank you.